Hello, week 27. Week 27 is here. I took some time off for week 27. I took the whole week off, so I didn't do any work. But just because I didn't do any work doesn't mean the company didn't work. The company has some income coming in, so we're going to look at that. And of course, we had expenses, so we definitely had money coming out of the company. So we'll get into that. I'll go ahead and let you guys see the numbers on that. No cars were picked up, no cars were dropped off. That week, we didn't do one single vehicle. So our revenue for this week was zero. Didn't drive anywhere. I didn't even turn the truck on. So we drove 0 miles this week. I had some money deposited into the account. I had a couple checks and a couple direct deposits. So we'll take a quick look at that. And I also had some expenses, so I had to pay some stuff out. And we'll go over those things too. I had a total of $3,720 deposited into the account. I had to pay out $767.54 in fuel. And I bet you're thinking to yourself, well, wait, Ruben, you didn't drive. You didn't pick up one single car. Why do you have to pay out fuel? Well, the reason why I have to pay out fuel is I put my fuel charges on my company credit card. And when I swipe it Thursday and Friday, those charges are pending and they don't clear until Monday. So my fuel charges for Thursday and Friday will always get paid the next week. And I had other expenses. I had $1,061.53 in miscellaneous expenses. I had to pay the storage for the truck, and I also have a storage unit that the company uses that got paid for. I had to pay Central Dispatch, Super Dispatch, QuickBooks, all the software that I use to run the company, and that adds up as well. So that was the expenses I had for that. I also had a couple other things that I had charged on the card for repairs for the truck from O'Reilly's because I did an oil change. So I had some other expenses as well. But the total for other expenses was $1,061.53. A total profit of $189,000. Yeah, that's not correct. Something went wrong there. I must have fat fingered that one. So let's go ahead and get that changed. Here we go. Here we go. Let's get rid of that. And here is our profit. So for week 27, the total profit is $1,890.93. Now, because you see that total profit doesn't mean I get to, take that money and go spend it. Anytime there is profit on the company, I have to pay taxes on those profits. So I need to make sure to put some money away for taxes. Out of those $1,800, I pay myself a salary. I pay myself $1,000. That goes into my personal account. Whatever is left over after that goes into the bank account. And that goes there, so we have money put away for breakdowns, to grow the company, not to go out and spend like crazy. So if you see these amounts on total profits, that's not what I get to spend. Remember, I still pay myself a salary, and then the rest goes into a bank account. I know I've done other videos where you see that profit up in the $4,000 range, and I didn't really do a good job of explaining that you have to put money away for taxes, that I pay myself a set salary, and the rest of the money goes into the bank account. So if you've seen my other videos where you see like $4,000, $5,000 where I have big profits, always remember that's not what I get to spend. I still have to put money away for taxes. I still have to put money into the bank account to pay back any breakdowns that I've already had, or put money away to make sure I could afford any future breakdowns. Also give the company room to grow as well. So there you go. Those are my numbers for week 27. week 28. Let's get into those numbers. Let's go ahead and see what we did on week 28 when we actually picked up cars and delivered cars. So here we go, week 28. Monday, week 28. Let me see you. We got that Prius and we got the Honda. Both of those we got off of Ready Dispatch. And the Ram 5500 is one of my direct customers. Pretty easy day. I didn't have to unload anything because I had taken the week off prior. So it was just 3 pickups. Real simple, real easy day. Tuesday, let me see. That Mercedes is a pickup for a direct customer. And that little Fiat was a pickup for Carvana. The Fiat was a in-up, no keys. Whew. That one was a pain in the ass to load. It took me 2.5, 3 hours, something like that, to get it loaded up, but it was paying a good rate. That day, there wasn't many cars on the load board. I couldn't find anything else coming back, and to be honest, it's one of those days where I really wasn't looking too hard either. I had my brother-in-law with me. We were sitting there shooting the shit, having a good old time. I knew I already had $1,100 on the trailer. If I would have found another one that was convenient, I would have picked it up. But everything that was on the load board was way out of the way, and the stuff that was convenient and on the way, it just was not paying good. So decided to make it back home with these $1,100, and I kind of knew I was probably gonna have a rough time unloading it. So why pick up another car and just make it harder than it had to? Wednesday, hump day, halfway through the week. Let me see, the Jeep Liberty and the Kia Soul. Both I got off of Ready Dispatch, and that 5500 was another one of those vehicles for my direct customers. It was once I got that Mercedes dropped off, and I got that Fiat that was a pain in the ass dropped off. That one took me a couple hours to get it unloaded. After that, my pickups were pretty easy. That Jeep Liberty actually picked up where I dropped off that Fiat, so that was really convenient. The Kia Soul was an easy load up, and the 5500 was an easy load up. So besides the drama with Fiat, and if you go into my videos, you'll see all kinds of fun drama on that one. That one actually fell off the trailer, but yeah, that was Wednesday. Wednesday was kind of exciting, but yeah, that was a Wednesday for us. And here is Thursday. Thursday was pretty uneventful. Thank goodness I needed uneventful after the Wednesday I had. But these pickups were nice and easy. My drop offs went pretty smooth. Everything came off the truck very fast, very easy. All my pickups were pretty much en route. Everything took me maybe a mile or two off of the freeway, and it was a uneventful, easy day. And I enjoyed it, needed it, and enjoyed it. So that was my Thursday. Got these 3 picked up. Let me see. That very first one is a Volkswagen Tiguan. That one we picked up for Bill Duke. It came off of Super Dispatch. And then the next 2 went to the same drop-off location. And those I got off of, I believe, Super Dispatch as well. Yeah, both of those I got off of Super Dispatch. So they were easy to find and easy to book. And Friday, the end of the week. I was hoping this was going to be a nice, easy, short Friday. Of course not. It was eventful. I had a Honda Civic booked, which fell through. I'm actually going to pick that up on Tuesday. And then I also booked a Tesla that was an in-up. But that thing was so bad, it wouldn't have came off my trailer with any ease at all. It would have just tore up my trailer. So I decided to leave that Tesla. So I ended up booking both of these. That Ford F-150 I booked off of Ready Dispatch. That, what is it, Acura MDX, I actually went onto the Central Dispatch load board and got that off of Central Dispatch. After booking these two and getting these two picked up, I couldn't get another car for the life of me. I was looking and looking and looking, and I just, there wasn't anything out there. I got home and I started looking again, and I found a couple vehicles. So I had actually booked two vehicles. One was a Cadillac Escalade, but I was already home and I didn't want to go back to the yard. It was already 110, 150 degrees, something like that. So I was going to pick up the Cadillac Escalade Saturday morning. Well, I start getting ready Saturday morning, and I get a text from the broker telling me that the vehicle is still at the rail yard and that it won't be ready until Monday. So I rescheduled that for Tuesday. I had seen a Mercedes on the load board, but it wasn't paying great. So I went ahead and checked on it in the morning, Saturday morning, and it wasn't paying great, but at least it would have put $1,100 on my trailer. So I went ahead and booked that one and picked that one up Saturday. So here is the load. After picking up on Saturday, I had my three cars. So to keep my numbers simple and easy, I'm gonna put all these three cars on my Friday pickup because they're all gonna get delivered on the same load. So we have the F-150, which was a ready dispatch. We have the Acura NDX, which I got off of Central Dispatch, and I have that Mercedes-Benz, which I got off of Central Dispatch as well. So yeah, that is the load for Friday, Saturday. I'll get all these put in the numbers for you, and we'll take a look at those. And here are all the numbers for the week. I have a total of $6,045. Now, this is the revenue that's coming in. It hasn't been put into the bank account yet. We still got to bill it, invoice it, and get paid for it. So don't get revenue confused with money deposited. Money deposited is actual money that's been put into the bank account. This is the amount that we have billed for this week. So this money has not been deposited into the bank account yet. I had a section for total miles driven, and it gave me the all miles per, or what is the dollar per miles, all miles, but it's gone. I don't know what happened to it. Right now I'm using this numbers app on my iPhone, and I'm not liking it. I think I'm going to change it up next week to something different. I'm just not liking how this is working. So we're going to go ahead and skip the miles driven, and we're going to go straight into money deposited into the account. You see, last week we didn't work, so we didn't have too much money coming in. So money deposited into our account was a total of $3,380. My expenses were high this week. I had the fuel that I paid $1,308 for. Miscellaneous stuff, I had $1,267.68. I had to renew my registration, so that was a big hit to the wallet. And I also had to pay my insurance this week. That was $1,400, almost $1,500 gone. So we had to dip into the account for money that we had saved. We were actually negative $634, and that's before I pay myself. So with paying myself and with money that we had to pay out, we're actually negative $1,634. So that's why it's always nice to have, well, when you do have those weeks where you have those high profits, that you put that money away and you don't go spend money like crazy. So there's going to be some weeks where you're going to have negative numbers like this. It's only when I take a vacation. Most of my weeks are positive, but there are some of those weeks when I do have a breakdown, or where my expenses are just high and I do have a negative week. But that's when I do have those high, $4,000, $5,000 weeks, that I need to make sure I have money put away to make sure I offset costs of registration, insurance, any breakdowns and stuff like that. Well, yeah, that is it. That is the numbers for week 28. Other than that, I will see you guys next week.